Hey, this is Alex, and it's episode 115 of Money Hacks. I thought we'd have a little fun today, switch it up, and talk about another type of appreciating or sometimes appreciating asset, collectibles. We have one-on-one conversations with investors and savers, and from time to time this comes up about somebody who has maybe some old collectible or the hobby they really like and they collect and save, or maybe they actually are making money as a side project or a side hustle, flipping certain types of valuable, in-demand, or rare goods or collectibles. Now, I've got in front of me tennis shoes because I like different types of shoes. Around an office, we have a little bit of an internal debate around who has the coolest shoes. These are two pairs that I have. These could be considered collectibles. Now, for me, I actually wear these, so they get a little bit of wear and tear on them, so not really worth as much as if, you didn't wear them. Like, let's take these, for example. If you don't know these are Air Jordans, right? Everybody, if you're my generation or my age as a kid, probably had a favorite basketball player, and a high percentage was probably Michael Jordan. These are the Jordan 3s, iconic because it was like when he did the dunk contest, he was wearing a pair of these. Not this specific pair, of course, but these are the black cement from 2018. I actually got them retail in 2018. If they were brand new in a box, they probably trade right now for like $475, which is about a 27% annualized return. Now, I can get nowhere near that for these because I've worn them. They've got a little bit of wear and tear on them. Here's another fun pair. This is a little bit of a statement piece. These are Island Green Air Jordan 5s, 2019. These you can buy retail for $180. I think the last sale for a pair of these is $320, so maybe about a 13% annualized return. So there's a market for Jordan shoes. There's more than a cult following. There's definitely a high demand, and therefore, people who collect, who trade, who invest in these can actually make good money flipping or investing, holding them and selling for some time down the road. Another example is things like guitars, right? I also love to play music and love guitars, and certain musical instruments appreciate in value. Now, the thing to know is if you're somebody who's either, really into certain things like shoes or guitars or baseball cards, is to really understand and do research on that marketplace. You need to really understand the process of maintaining the value of the product, maintaining the authenticity, understanding supply and demand, and also the liquidity, the ability to actually sell them for a higher price if you wanted to, think of this as an investment. Not every collectible has a liquid marketplace on a day-to-day basis that you could buy or sell. Baseball cards are a great example. Again, I grew up in a generation where baseball cards were, just common for people to collect, and they had these really extraordinary values in the, late 90s, early 2000s, and then the value went down dramatically because of this flood of supply with a lack of demand. So just like any type of investment, we think about the work that we do talking about traditional investments like stock mutual funds, bond mutual funds, ETFs, and so on. And we encourage you and encourage investors to understand what you're investing in, understand the risk you're taking and your time horizon. And if you want to do something similar with collectibles like shoes or baseball cards, or Pokemon cards, or whatever type of collectible it is that's, either something that you really liked or you think you can make into a side hustle or a business, you need to do your research. You need to understand the marketplace. You need to understand the economics, the supply and demand of it. So anyways, thought this would be a little fun to share some other things outside the traditional 401k investment asset classes we generally talk about. Would love to hear your feedback, your questions, your thoughts. If there's something that you think is interesting, cool, maybe rare that you collect or that you invest in, feel free to send it over to me or put it in the comments, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks.